that went not quite as I expected, but I guess that's... All right, we are finally done with the plumbing. So we ran this one out, goes that way. And then, as you can see here, we stubbed up with a sanitary tee, and then we put a clean out on top. So that part is done. We put all of our stub ups in here. And now we got to put these caps on here. You can see here I just got these rubber caps. We'll get those on all these pipes, and then from there we can build a pressure tester, because we talked to the county and they need it at 5 pounds of pressure for 15 minutes when they come out to view it. So we'll get the rest of these caps on, and then we can build our pressure regulator, and then we can put some air in the line. All right, so we got our pressure gauge. Just picked up this pressure gauge at Home Depot. We got one of these rubber caps, PVC fitting that we siliconed in there, and that should hold. We just got to fill this thing up to 5 pounds, so it's not much at all, really. So I'm not sure if that silicone is dry enough, but we'll throw it on there and see. Worst come to worst, I'll have to wait until it dries out a little bit more. All right, so I got my little air compressor. Okay, well, it's been a heck of a day. So we're out of that 2 pounds right now. Tina's still going up, but while she's filling that, I'll go show you the issue. We checked every single pipe in here. We had 1 or 2 that had teeny tiny leaks. I don't think they ever would have shown up in the future, but what was leaking was our cleanouts. And I'll go show you. I wish I had a picture of how bad they were. Maybe once we get this inspection done, I'll take my fix off and show you how bad they actually are. But let me go out there while she's filling that, and I'll show you what I had to do. All right, so both cleanouts were leaking on the cap. So they were just pouring out bubbles when we sprayed it with soapy water. I put Teflon tape around both, and that seemed to do the trick. There's no leaks now, so I don't want to keep Teflon tape on there all the time. But if it leaks out of the cleanouts, it's just going to leak fumes, which I'm okay with being outside. Honestly, if it's going to leak fumes somewhere, I'd rather it leak them outside. It's just going to get dissipated in the wind. So I don't know, for whatever reason, those clean out caps, maybe that's the way they're designed. I've never installed them before, so I don't know, but it's odd that they leak so much. So hopefully that's our issue. She's gonna go up to 5 pounds. We're gonna let it sit, and hopefully we can get this thing inspected. All right, so we found a couple leaks. We tested up to 5 pounds and then sprayed water on it because it was going down. Soapy water, correct. So we found a couple pipes that have leaks, which kind of sucks because you have to cut the fittings off and redo it. There's really no other way to do it, so it's just a waste of those fittings. So I ran to town and got what we needed, and we're going to attempt to fix them and hope for the best. Most of the ones that were leaking were from the last day that I was doing this. It was late at night, just trying to get it done before the inspection. So that's probably why.
That's good. Too much. Here you go.
Okay. Actually, no, pull it. So I should have bought more glue when I was in town, but I did not. So we're hoping that we have enough. I only have a couple joints left, so should be okay. All right, 2 more. Then I think I'm gonna give it, I'll probably give it a half hour, 45 minutes. Really let that glue set before we put any pressure in it. Let me see that. Does it say how long it needs to set before it's fully cured? Allow 15 minutes for good handling, strength, and 2-hour cure time at temperatures above 60 degrees. Before pressure testing up to 180 pounds. We are pressure testing to 5 pounds. So I don't think we need to wait 2 hours. I think we're okay.
Half hour is good though.
Yeah.
Which one? 3?
Yeah. I know that's terrible for my knife, but it's a Benchmade and they'll sharpen it for free. And it's just about that time of year that I send it back to get sharpened, so. Oh, there you go. It's that one seated pretty good.
I was like, why is it sinking? Because you let go of it.
Hand me that plate behind you.
This toilet's gonna be straight.
Hopefully. I don't want to poo at an angle.
I wore my chicken socks just for the occasion.
What did somebody say last time? You look amazing, dear.
Thank you.
That's what I'm required to say.
I didn't need the compliment, but I'll take it.
All right, we will be back to our regular scheduled program in approximately 45 minutes.
Not for them, right?
What?
Not for them.
Yeah, you guys need to wait 45 minutes. Cue the black screen for 45 whole minutes. This video will be an hour and a half long. All right, well, it's been about 45 minutes. We're gonna pump this thing up to 5 pounds and we'll see what happens. All right, 5 pounds. Now we wait 15 minutes. The inspector just left, and we passed. So we held pressure just fine. He checked it out, just looked around real quick, no issues. And he said, we'll see you when you get done with your framing and electrical and above ground plumbing. So that went not quite as I expected, but I guess that's a good thing. So we're gonna start backfilling now. We got a lot of comments on one of our first plumbing videos. I can't remember if it was the last one or the one before, but people said they use sand underneath the lines to kind of hold them in place. That's a good idea. We don't have any sand, and to get a truckload of sand at this point, it's too late. So we did get a bunch of fill dirt delivered. So we're gonna put some of that fill dirt underneath the pipes. It's loose right now, it's not real packed in. So we'll put that underneath the pipes, get it set where it needs to be, and then maybe a little bit over the top. And then we'll backfill with rock, just so that it doesn't put that pressure on the pipes and kind of move them so they adjust their slope or anything else. So I'll just start getting the fill dirt, bringing it in. We'll pile it under the pipes and a little bit on top, and then we can backfill everything else and move on from this daunting task of underground plumbing. Okay, so I started this. Those 2 yellow buckets there had fill dirt. We got like an inch of rain, inch and a half of rain over the last couple days. And that fill dirt, I thought I could dig down deep enough and it wouldn't be super sticky. It's so sticky that it's hard to get it to pack in. So I'm just using some of this finer crushing around here and putting it around and then tapping it in underneath the pipe. And I think it'll be fine. We'll backfill it with more fill dirt on top, and then we can backfill with the gravel. And I don't think there's gonna be much pressure on the pipe. I'm not too concerned about it. I guess with the tamper, I can just go over the pipe nice and easy too. I don't necessarily have to hammer on it like I will the rest of it. But even if I did, like I said, I think it'll be fine. So I gotta continue on putting this fill in here. I am trying to scoop some of the smaller stuff. So right here, you can see that's kind of the smaller, finer stuff. So I'm trying to put that stuff in there versus the bigger gravel. Like right there, some of the bigger gravel. I don't want to put that underneath because it'll still leave voids, but this stuff should work pretty well. And it's the stuff that I pulled out of this trench. So the other stuff, like, let's see, over there behind the shovel, that stuff's packed in there. It got wet and damp, and that is packed. I can't barely get that flathead shovel in there. So we'll keep working along and see if we can't get this all backfilled. All right, so we did our fill on all the pipes and got it all packed in underneath all the way down. Here's the garage, the big 4-inch line where it comes out. And walk over here so you can see we started backfilling some of it. So Tina's pulling the caps off the pipes, which, yes, I know we probably should leave them with a little baby running around here, but I think most of them are tall enough and we're gonna cover them with duct tape. We don't need those caps, so we're gonna take those off. We'll get the rest of this backfilled as much as we can without putting some of these, I don't know how well it picks up, but there's some big chunks of dirt in here. So try to leave those out and put those higher up. But this crusher run that we had in here, it packs in there nice and tight. So we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of this backfilled as much as we can and try to make this thing look flat again like it was before a week and a half ago. Almost done backfilling. Just Tina and I. This one right there, who wanted to backfill when we were trying to dig out, wants nothing to do with backfilling now. What a bum.
Bird. See a bird? I see a bird. I know it out.
All right, well, I think that is good enough for now. We have to get equipment back out here, a skid steer, to grade the outside. And when we do that, we can come back in here and this is all hard packed dirt. So it's gonna be a pain in the butt to try to break that up. So when we get the skid steer, we can move that around. Pipes are low enough in the ground, I'm not worried about anything breaking. But this plumbing is finally done. And it has been a chore that took a lot longer than I thought it would. But we can check it off the list and move on to something else. So that's where we'll wrap this video up. We appreciate you guys watching and we'll see you on the next video.